How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a brilliant day. Today we're taking a look at my new favorite strategy, the Baby Dragons plus one raid cart. So to jump in and see why I'm using one raid cart. So it turns out that on these higher end bases, a lot of times I'm talking about the bases that are like, once you get into like the top 1,000 in your region, and especially if you get in the top 1,000 globally, then you start actually facing some pretty decent bases on the regular time, every time you attack. So I've been finding that with the mass Baby Dragon spams, as these bases are upgrading, and especially since people are having the higher level Teslas and Expos, that the all Baby Dragons is not having as much success. So I also wanted to prepare myself with the strategy for trying to face maxed out bases eventually. In the next couple months, we'll start to be, probably having some very tough bases to take out. So one of the key things to learn is how the cannon carts function and how to utilize them and spot weaknesses in the base. So that's where I'm starting to use one of them to try and get that done. Now the thing with the cannon cart is that it doesn't do a whole lot on the first attack, but you have to keep the cannon cart alive on the first base. It is mostly set up to help take out the second base. So as we can see here, there are only the one archer tower that actually outranges the cannon cart. So this cannon cart could pretty much take out the whole base as long as you keep shifting it to the mortar mode once you barely get in range of cannons. So we're sending in the battle copter to take out the one and only defense that outranges. So that will be nice. And then we have a couple of the Baby Dragons set up to try and take out some of these side firecrackers, as well as any Teslas that pop up. So we're mostly just waiting for the cannon cart to get closer, making sure that no Teslas pop, there are no push traps, like there is a Tesla, so we're going to try and take that out fast enough. Unsuccessfully, so that's where you have to be very careful. However, the cannon cart did clear a direct path to the air bombs, which was the key thing that this base builder was trying to protect. So once you take out those key defenses, you can usually just smash through the rest of the base. This one had the double crushers on the back end, so they might have been planning to try and stop a P.E.K.K.A smash attack, which is also one of the things I like about this attack, is that since so many people are using the, all of the variations of the P.E.K.K.A ground attacks, a lot of times the defenders are setting a lot of their defenses and their base layouts to protect against a ground attack. So if you come in with an air attack, you can sometimes have much more success. Like for example, in this base, they have an exterior air bombs. So we're going to take out one archer tower very easily with our hero. We have to wait for our mortar to take out the cannon, then we can move it closer. And then we're just going to try and tank for the cannon cart, sending in one of the Baby Dragons. And then we're just going to try and move closer and closer to this Tesla in the core of the base. And a couple of troll Teslas on the right hand side, trying to protect the town hall for whatever reason, but we have a lot of Baby Dragons left, still alive. Our air hero did go down, unfortunately. If you can protect the air hero, if you're going to use it on the first attack, that is much better. The air hero is very, very powerful, but you can still get some decent funneling and creating a nice section of the base for your Baby Dragons to directly target with the ground hero. Just a lot of times the ground hero is not able to get to that third ability. Like there, it was just barely not enough to get that third fully charged ability, because that third star or third tier ability does a lot of damage. And yes, if the hero was a little bit higher level, could get a little bit more, but once all these defenses are maxed out, it'll have the same result if not worse, right? It might barely get the second tier ability. So, trying to prepare for the future, learn some different strategies, try to pinpoint weaknesses in the base instead of just spamming the base and hoping things work out. So here we're just trying to make sure that each of the baby dragons' abilities will splash onto multiple defenses. And yeah, we still have a bunch of baby dragons left. This base was smashed. So we'll take a look at the next one. Can see here, got 2 firecrackers on the first base here. And then I was trying to see if there were some traps over here on this left-hand side. Because yeah, once you take out this cannon, you can really do a lot of damage to the base. And what I've been finding with this strategy, again, is if you can't get a whole lot of value with your cannon cart, that's fine. As long as the cannon cart is working on some of the high hit point buildings while you're setting up the funnel with your hero, then a lot of times the baby dragons have a lot easier time getting through the base because you don't have to worry about that side. Or if you time it correctly and you destroy that side of the base, then the baby dragons can directly target the defenses behind. And here we can see just some brutal fire breaths from the baby dragons. They were able to splash onto 4 defenses. Tesla, the Roaster, the Air Bomb, and the Archer Tower. Absolutely insane. So we have the 1 firecracker go down to the cannon cart, which is awesome. So we don't have to worry about that. Then we have 2 baby dragons with their abilities left, which is awesome. A lot of times if you can save 1 or 2 baby dragons with their ability, then the second part will be very easy. And then if you have 4 or 5 baby dragons still alive, then any version of the second base should be a piece of cake. So here we are destroying this Archer Tower so that our cannon cart can do some work. The Archer Towers do very little damage, so as long as you directly target it with your cannon cart, you should be good. We're using our air copter to take out the giant cannon, because the only other thing that outranges the cannon cart is the multi-mortar and the Archer Tower, which are on the back side of the base. We're mostly concerned about trying to get to this firecracker and maybe even help try and damage the air expo with our cannon cart. Here we sent in 1 baby dragon to help assist the hero. It's always good if you can try and help save the hero, because then once that heal ability goes off and it's able to directly target another defense, like Battlecopter does some serious work. It's crazy. So now we only have the 2 defenses left as the expo goes down. And we use the Fire Breath's ability, and the base is toasted. Love it. We'll look at 1 more real quick. Let's see, we did those. We'll do this one. But what I like about this army composition is that you don't have to change it up too much. You can try and perfect it. And the only variation you ever really make is between the ground hero and the air hero. And then sometimes there literally is like no spot that is weak on the base for a cannon cart. So then sometimes you just spam the base anyways, right? Like in this portion, we're able to take out that Archer Tower with a combination of 1 cannon cart and a baby dragon. And so now we can just focus on the right side of the base. Try and get closer to the air bombs, because that's really the only threat left. And we have, 4 baby dragons still alive with 1 ability. So now as we move on to the second part of the base, that's 5 firecrackers, which normally would kind of be game over. We can usually try and take out 1 with the cannon cart, take out another with the air hero, and then we can focus on taking out the other 2 or 3 with the baby dragon abilities. So here we're just waiting for the cannon cart to take out this cannon. Then we'll move it closer to get in range of the firecracker. We're letting the air hero down south take out that one firecracker and then help funnel. So we did lose the cannon cart, so we don't get that firecracker, but the air hero ability was able to take it out. Now we have the direct target to the firecracker, and you saw that fire breath ability just devastated the base. So highly recommend this strategy. If you were a fan of the Baby Dragon spam strategy before, then this is a very nice variation that I've been finding works out much, much better. So if you like the video, consider hitting the like button and subscribing. Helps me out a bunch. There are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. And until next time, take care.